Very good. Thank you.
So with that comes to finance, and what I ideally would like to request is another accountant to handle the increasing work demands for the city. I have been here 20 years, and in my 20 years, we've always had just 2 accountants. The city transactions have doubled, maybe tripled in size since that time. We now handle over 125 million in revenues and expenditures citywide. My department handles payroll, accounts payable. We oversee water billing. We handle the annual financial audits, put out any financial statements. We oversee purchasing, any policies related to purchasing and other financial transactions, as well as, of course, putting together this monumentous budget. Just the daily workload of everything has become a bit overwhelming for the 2 accountants that we do have. A lot of things are becoming more technologically advanced, so we're processing more credit cards, for example, than we did 20 years ago. So that requires a lot more logging onto online bank systems, doing those reconciliations. So the main thing is making sure that all our financial transactions are transparent, they're recorded properly, that the city financial statements are put together accurately, that we have good numbers to provide to the city council for the budget, to the public for the budget, that everything is updated quickly, that we meet all required deadlines for either federal reporting. For example, our single audit is due March 31st each year, so we need to make sure everything is recorded properly for the audit. Our financial statements need to be completed by December 31st each year. So in doing that, we need to make sure all transactions are recorded timely and accurately. Monthly our accountants have to reconcile our bank account statements, and when you have upwards of maybe $30 million flowing through that continuously each month just by checks that we've cut, water bill payments coming in, it takes a lot of manpower to do that. So I feel that's very important for our department, just to make sure that most of all the city is transparent and in compliance with any outside agencies as well as any internal department needs, because we do assist all the other departments with their needs for anything coming through, especially with our financial software, training on that. Another request of my department does actually not add cost, it's not a new position, but to create a payroll specialist 2 job classification. We only have 1 payroll specialist that handles all the payroll for the city. Currently we have 290 full-time employees approximately, and any time during the year we can have upwards of close to 600 part-time people. 1 person processes that bi-weekly. We do have an accounting technician position that helps, but is not the main processor. So just as a promotional opportunity for this position, because it is a lot of work, I would like to create a job classification for a payroll specialist 2. Many other positions within the city have a 1, 2, or 3 classification, like a maintenance worker 1 or 2, a lead worker 1 or 2, a water distribution operator 1 or 2, for example. So this would follow the pattern of other job classifications within the city. So that concludes my requests, and I'm available for questions.
Questions?
Thorough.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you want to have Alan at least answer on information services before we close for break, and then after the council meeting, we'll be able to target the cost allocation piece, which I don't think will take too long, or if you just want to wait and speak with Alan when we conclude at the end of the regular council meeting.
It's 6:30. If we break now, that gives us a half an hour break, and then we're going to meet afterwards anyway. Right,
Well, we would
to
only
continue?
meet after if we needed to conclude this. So that's why if you want to just wait for Alan to speak, that way we don't have to have a mic in. It'll be easier. He's here in person.
Yeah, if we wait, then we can do that. You said there's some cost allocation.
Yeah, that's the other part of the study
We can look
session.
at that as well. And
Yeah.
then Mayor Pro Tem Mott's had some questions of some of our presenters from last week as well. So we can add that into that end of after city council meeting. So
Okay.
with that, we will go ahead and end the study session, and we will adjourn till 7 o'clock.